Hi friends, welcome to the PYQ series. In today's lecture, I am going to analyze last 25 years question from the geography subject. The theme today is rivers and reservoirs. Already I have done the PYQ analysis of mountains and the wetlands. And today I am going to cover a very important theme in the geography subject for the prelims examination. Guys, my name is Santosh Pandey. I have the unique distinction of cracking 6 out of 6 prelims with one of the highest score ever scored by any UPSC aspirants. You can see some of my scores. I have scored more than 40 marks than the cutoff. So guys, you can get a lot of guidance, okay, particularly the current affairs oriented guidance from this Telegram channel. This is my Telegram channel. Every day I publish important current events news, and for free I publish top 5 questions of current affairs every day. I frame these questions on the new pattern. If you solve these questions, then you can easily master the current affairs. So guys, with this, let me start the PYQ analysis. Guys, again I repeat, I am covering the last 25 years question, and the idea is not to give you solutions. Guys, solutions you can get from any good PYQ books. There are a lot of PYQ books on the market. You can just buy one and you can get the solutions. The idea is to teach you how to analyze the PYQs so that you can predict future questions which can come in the UPSC examination. Guys, every year I am able to predict around 50 questions in the UPSC prelims examination because of my PYQ analysis. Most of the students, what mistake they are doing is that they are just solving PYQs. Guys, let me tell you frankly, those PYQs are not going to come exactly in the same manner. So just by knowing the answer, just by solving those questions, you are not going to get anything out of it. If you really want to get benefit out of the PYQ, then you have to understand how to analyze PYQs, and that is what is my basically the aim of these videos. So guys, let us start. So guys, what I have done is that by analyzing the questions in the last 25 years, which I am going to cover in this video, I have done an overall mind mapping of this topic of rivers. What kind of questions UPSC has asked on the topic of river, and then we are going to see each and every question they have asked. So the very first question which has come on this topic of rivers is the origin question. They have focused on the origin of river. Okay, they have focused on the origin of rivers. So origin can be glaciers, or origin can be Western Ghats questions or Eastern Ghats, rivers originating from Western Ghats, rivers originating from Eastern Ghats, or rivers originating from hills, important hills they have asked. So this is the very first theme you need to prepare. So any river you prepare from the NCERTs, do prepare its origin. From where is the river originating? Okay, it can be a lake also, it can be a glacier, it can be a Western Ghat, it can be Eastern Ghats, it can be any hill. For example, there is a famous question in UPSC. Which are the rivers which are originating from Amarkantak hills? Very famous question in UPSC. At least 2 times or 3 times it has been asked in the UPSC. So that is the first theme you need to prepare. So any river you come across in the NCERTs, please do look at its origin. From where is the river originating? Very, very, very important. Okay, again I repeat, glaciers. Which are the glaciers from which rivers are originating? Then lakes, then Western Ghats, then Eastern Ghats. It can be even the Northeast Himalayas, okay, or various hills in the central India. Next, what they are asking is that they are asking the direction in which the river is flowing. So after originating, the rivers will flow in some direction, obviously. So they are asking the direction: east flowing river, west flowing river, rivers which are going into Arabian Sea, or rivers which are going into Bay of Bengal. So directions are very, very important. UPSC has asked a lot of questions on directions. Okay, they can give you the rivers and they can say which are the rivers which are originating in the Western Ghats but they are eastern flowing. Which of the rivers which are originating in Western Ghats but they are okay flowing in the west direction. Such kind of questions are very popular in the UPSC. So After origin, you need to prepare the direction, east flowing river and the west flowing rivers. Rivers getting into the Arabian Sea and rivers flowing into the Bay of Bengal. Next, what they are asking is the famous places on the river. You see how scientifically I am going. First, I am going with origin, then I am going in which direction they are flowing. Next, famous places which are coming on river. For example, they can ask you, okay, Ayodhya, this is in news, okay, is on which river? Is on which river? Just I am giving you one example how you have to look at it. So UPSC has asked various temple towns, UPSC has asked various industrial towns which are situated on the rivers. Match the following. So very, very important. So every important river, whether it is Ganga, Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, you should know the important cities, important temple towns which are situated on those rivers. Next is the drainage. What is the type of drainage? You know that in NCERTs you will come across that there are different types of drainage. Okay, radial drainage, all those kinds of. So they can ask you to match, okay, drainage type and the rivers. It is given in the class 9th NCERT. It is given in the class 9th NCERT book. You can refer that. Next, they can ask you origin. I have already told, meeting points of two rivers. Sometimes what happens that there are two different rivers and they come and they meet at one lake, or they come and meet at one river. Okay, so meeting of rivers is very important. Meeting of rivers is very important. Particularly you can see during in the Ganga, a lot of rivers come and they get into, they make a big river. Okay, so that is very important. Sometimes two rivers come and they meet into a lake. That is also very important. Okay, so UPSC has asked questions on that. So you can just Google search and you can say where two rivers are meeting. You can get a list of that. I'm going to share the type of questions which has come on that. Next, the very, very, very important theme on which UPSC has asked question in this topic is the tributaries of river. In tributaries of river, they have asked two types of questions. One is they have asked individual tributary of a river. For example, they have asked, they have given Godavari and they have asked all the tributaries of Godavari, or they have given Brahmaputra and they have asked all the tributaries of Brahmaputra. Second type of question is what they have given is they have given the list of tributary and they have given the rivers also, and they have asked you to match the following. This kind of questions is also very famous in UPSC. Next, which is a question type which was coming before 2010, but it stopped coming after 2010. But I have a firm belief that this kind of question can come in the coming years, because if you see UPSC is going back to the previous pattern, before 2010 pattern, UPSC is going back to that. So in this, if you see, three types of questions have come. Arrange the rivers in terms of length. So this is very important. Generally we ignore the length of the river, which is the longest river, which is the shortest river. Okay, next is north and south direction. So they will give you a list of 5 rivers and they will ask you arrange them north to south, arrange them east to west. Particularly you can see, like you can see this Western Ghats rivers. They will ask you arrange them north to south, or they can give you rivers like this. They can ask you arrange them east to west. Okay, like this they can give you. So this is a very, very famous type of question which was coming before 2010, but they have stopped asking these kind of questions. But I have a firm belief that in coming years, in 2024, 2025, such kind of questions can come. Don't worry guys, I am going to give you the exact sources also from where you need to prepare all this. Just first understand what is the approach, what is the type of questions are coming, so that next time when you read this chapter, when you read drainage from the NCERTs, then you should be okay, clear what you should look for. Next, they are asking questions on states. They are asking which river is flowing through which state. One type of question they have asked that this river flows only through one state. Which is that river, which is that state? So such kind of questions are very, very popular. So whenever you prepare rivers, you should also prepare this river is flowing through how many states? Through how many states? This is also very important. Next, a very famous question is reservoirs. Rivers and reservoirs, match the following. This 2 times UPSC has asked in the last 5-6 years. And this year it is very important because you know the reservoir levels were very low because of the drought situation in the country. So reservoirs are very, very, very important. Next is the waterfalls. Rivers and waterfalls, match the following. The famous waterfalls you should know. Next, which is very important, is the transboundary river. 2 times UPSC has asked questions on transboundary river. India-Nepal rivers, India-Bangladesh river, India-China rivers, India-Pakistan rivers. So transboundary rivers is a very, very important theme in the UPSC. Transboundary river. Again, I repeat, India-Bangladesh transboundary river, India-Nepal transboundary river, then India-Bhutan transboundary river, India-Myanmar transboundary river, India-China transboundary river, India-Pakistan transboundary river. So these are the transboundary rivers you should know. I hope you know, like for the famous example, the Kishan Ganga. Okay, there is a dispute between India and Pakistan. Like this, lot of rivers. Okay, they are transboundary rivers, and there is a lot of kind of a controversy or dispute between India and neighboring states regarding rivers, and that is a very important theme where questions have been asked. For example, you must be aware Teesta River. Okay, so questions have been coming on Teesta River. Okay, it's a very famous river. Next is river linking. Guys, you all know river linking is a very important project which still is in the very primitive development stage only. So the important river links you should know, the Ken Betwa link, etc., etc. Next, river disputes. Which are the river disputes? River disputes are between which states? Again, a very, very important theme where questions have been asked. Next is the river specific question. They'll give you one river and they'll give you 5-6 statements, and they'll say how many of them are correct. Or they will give you 5-6 statements and they'll say these statements are true for which river. Here generally the focus is very peculiar rivers which have some peculiar characteristics. That is the focus. For example, they have asked question on Luni River. And last but not the least, they will give you river basin and they will give you protected areas. That this protected area is under which river basin, and they will ask you to match the following. Or they will give you 5-6 protected areas and they will tell you how many of them are in this river basin. So these are the various types of questions which has come on the topic. So if I can just I can erase all of this, and if I can just draw a river, suppose this is a river, then you need to prepare what? Origin. Then you need to prepare what? Direction. Then you need to prepare what? Places. Then you need to prepare what? Various tributaries and distributaries. Then you need to prepare what? Originating from origin we have Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, all those things. Next you need to prepare arrangement. Next you need to prepare what? Reservoirs. Next you need to prepare what? Transboundary rivers, river dispute, waterfalls, etc., etc. And last is where the river is going to meet Arabian Sea or the Bay of Bengal. That is the approach you should have for rivers. Every river you should prepare in this manner only. So take any river, you prepare this holistic way of preparing. Now I will show you the questions. Now let us try to see the questions, but before that, what should be your source? So guys, what I have analyzed is that most of the questions which have come can be answered from the NCERT's class 9th chapter 3 drainage, again class 11th Indian Physical Geography chapter 3 drainage system. So these two chapters if you read and go through the maps, then I think you will be able to solve most of the questions which have come in the UPSC prelims in the last 25 years. And in these two chapters there are two maps given. There are two important maps given. You can see this rivers map. Most of the questions you can solve using this map. Most of the questions. You see, they have asked question on Koleru Lake. They have asked question on Pulikat Lake. They have asked question on Membanad Lake. They have asked question on Chilka Lake. So most of the questions which have come in the UPSC in the last 25 years you can answer using these two maps. So each and every map point which is mentioned here, you should go through it very, very carefully. Like for example, they have asked question on this Nagarjun Sagar, Krishna Raj Sagar, so these kind of or Govind Ballabh Pant Sagar, reservoirs question also they have asked. So most of the question, again I repeat, is coming from this map only. These two maps you need to prepare each and every point very thoroughly, and I will be telling you how I can help you prepare these map points. That also I will be telling you in this session. So let us start. So you can see this question which came in 2021, Civil Services 2021. You can see the river, they have given the river name and they have said how many of them arise from the Eastern Ghat. So as I told you, question will come from what? Questions will come from what? Origin, Eastern Ghat and Western Ghats. So Western Ghats you should know here, Western Ghats. Okay, this flowing and this direction flowing, east flowing and west flowing and east flowing. Similarly here eastern ghats also you should know. So now next what you can, eastern ghats they have already asked. So what they can give you, they can give you western ghats, they can give you originating in the northeast Himalayas, they can give you rivers originating from Aravalis. So this 3 assignment I am giving you, which you need to prepare after watching this lecture. Rivers originating from western ghats, and rivers originating in western ghats you should prepare what, both the west flowing rivers and the east flowing rivers, both you need to prepare. Next, river for originating from the Aravalis and the rivers originating from the northeast India. So all these you need to prepare. This is an assignment I'm giving you guys. You have to do the brainstorming. If you do not do the brainstorming, because see, they can ask anything, they can ask anything, but if you have done the brainstorming, if you have done the exercise, then it will be very easy for you. Okay, next, so what I have done is that many people, okay, they struggle in preparing the list of rivers. Okay, so what I have done is that I have prepared a list of rivers originating in the Karnataka, Western Ghats rivers. You can see Krishna, Ghatprabha, Malprabha, Bhima, Tungabhadra, Kaveri, then Hemavat, Kabini, Godavari, Pennar, all this I have given. You can see this. Next, Western Ghats rivers in Tamil Nadu. You can see all the rivers I have mentioned here. You can go through it. You can just pause it and you can go through it. You can get this all list also from my Optima notes. Okay. Next, you can see here rivers originating in Kerala, Western Ghats. Again, you see rivers I have given. Okay, you can see Periyar, etc. rivers, Bharatpuzha. So this you need to prepare. Okay, particularly these 3 states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Okay, because this Western Ghats rivers are very important, very important. They have not asked questions, but definitely in future they can ask questions on this. Okay, next let us move on. Next, again a question on origin. Okay, so Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats we have done. So we are right now we are covering the theme which is based on origin of river. Again, you see at which of the following places 2 important rivers originate, while one flows towards the north and merges with another important rivers, and the other flows towards the Bay of Bengal, and other one flows through the Arabian Sea. You see the 2 rivers originating from one place, one is going to Bay of Bengal, other is going to Arabian Sea. Okay, you can see such kind of questions have come. So it is very important to understand that what kind of questions UPSC is asking. Okay, so origin related questions UPSC is asking. So you have to prepare origins of most important rivers, and you need to also prepare those places from where 2 or 3 rivers are originating, because there are some places where 2-3 rivers are originating. For example, Amarkantak, here 2 rivers are originating. So let me know in the comment box how many of you know which are the 2 rivers which are originating from Amarkantak. Okay, like that you can see glaciers and rivers. They can ask you match the following. Again, the theme is what? Origin. Next, let us move on. Now the next theme is what? Reservoirs. Very famous. You can see 2022, 2010 and 2019. 3 times they have asked questions on reservoirs, and for the prelims 2024, this is again very important, because many southern rivers, their levels of the reservoirs have declined to historic low, Again I repeat, these reservoirs, again you see it is given in the NCERT map. Okay, so before doing unnecessary hard work, what you need to do is that go through these reservoirs which are given in the NCERT map. After that only you can go for other reservoirs also, but first go through this NCERT map. If you are following my Optima notes, then let me tell you, I am going to cover most of the reservoirs in my Optima notes for the prelims 2024, so you will be getting that. Next, you can see lakes. They have asked question on lakes. You can see Lake Sambar is near to which of the cities in the Rajasthan. So lake based questions they have asked. Then lakes and rivers confluence. Harike, confluence of Bees and Satluj. Then Keoladio, here it will be Gambhir river. Then Koleru, again you can see here. So lakes and rivers also very important. So important lakes which is fed by rivers, important lakes which is fed by rivers you should know. Okay, so starting from Jammu and Kashmir, all the important lakes you should know, and they are fed by which rivers you should prepare. particularly the important ones. If you go back and see the video of PYQ analysis of wetlands, in that also I have covered that you need to prepare rivers and wetlands. Which are the rivers which are feeding into the wetlands? You should prepare. So go through that video. The link I will provide in this description of this video. Next, you can see famous places. They have asked famous places and rivers. You can see here famous places and rivers in 2019. Tiruchirappalli, Hampi and Pandharpur. So obviously Hampi is very important. You all know Tiruchirappalli is also very important. Okay. So like that you can see, and again in 2007 also they have asked towns and rivers. Towns and rivers. Ujjain. Again you see a temple town. Ujjain. So this kind of questions are very famous. So you should prepare all the religious and industrial. Again I repeat, all the religious towns, religious or temple towns or tourist towns, and the industrial towns. They are situated beside which river? This is very, very important. So this is another theme which you need to prepare. So just Google search cities on the banks of rivers in India, famous cities on the bank of rivers in India. You will get a list of it. You prepare it. Okay. Next, you can see now the theme is another very, very important one, tributaries. So two kinds of questions have come on tributaries. One, they will give you a bigger river, Brahmaputra, and they will ask you which of the following are tributaries. Or now they can ask you how many of them are tributaries of Brahmaputra. Or they can give you the tributary and they will give you the main river and they will ask you to match. They'll give you the tributary and they'll give you the main river and they'll ask you to match. So this is also very, very probable that they can ask, because they have not asked such kind of questions after 2010. After 2010, this is the format they are following, but I think they can go back to the pre-2010 format, which is this kind of format. So you should prepare all the important rivers, okay, starting from the Himalayan river system and then the peninsular river system. Important rivers and their tributaries you should definitely know. So again I repeat here, NCERT book, no need to go beyond NCERT book, class 11th and class 9th NCERT books. Whatever tributaries are mentioned there, that is more than enough to tackle any UPSC question which has come. Next you can see waterfalls. This is also a very important theme. They'll give you waterfalls and they'll give you the rivers. So just prepare a list of top 10 waterfalls in India. You will be able to solve questions. Next you can see again that's tributary questions. Next they are asking questions individual features of rivers. So they have asked question on Duni river. Like this they have asked once, they have asked question on Teesta river. They have asked question on Teesta river. Like this they can be asked question on any river, okay, which is in news, particularly if it is a transboundary river or if it has some salient features, then there are high chances that those rivers can be asked. Okay. Next you can see arrangement, which I was telling you that before 2010 lot of questions used to come on arrangements. You can see here north-south direction, arrange the river in a north-south direction. So if you have gone through this map, if you have gone through the map of India which is given in the NCERT, then you will be able to easily arrange it. If you will be able to easily arrange it, if you have gone through this map easily, this is Pen-Ganga was given in that option, so easily arrange it. So go through this map n number of times, okay, n number of times. So if you are going through this map n number of times, then definitely you will be in a position to answer these questions very easily, very easily. So north, south, east, west, you can see correct sequence in east, west. You see east, west, you can see they are asking questions. How are they arranged? Again you see north, south, eastern river. So eastern ghats they will say north, south, western ghats they will say north, south. Like this they can ask you questions. Okay. Next again rivers, two rivers meeting at one place. Very famous question in UPSC. Two rivers meeting at one place. Okay. So guys, let me tell you that in our lecture series, we have covered some static mapping classes. Some static mapping classes where we are trying to cover all the important themes, whether it is the physical geography or even in the economic geography, important map points, static and both current. You can see static map and current mapping session, 16 lessons we have already conducted, and we will be conducting more sessions. So if you want to cover all these important map points, then you can join this Lakshya Prelims Mentorship 2024 to avail these map classes, or you can go for Optima also. There also we are giving these map classes. So guys, let us continue. So next type of questions what UPSC has been asking before 2010 is map based question. So what they will do, they will give you this map and they'll ask you 1, 2, 3, which are, what is 1, what is 2, what is 3, what is 4. Again, a very expected one in the coming years. Very high chances that they're going to ask this question. Next, again you see, okay, descending orders in terms of length. Descending orders in terms of length, they have asked questions. Next, again you see, okay, now they have asked location and states. They have asked location and states. Okay, consider the following rivers which are flowing through Arunachal Pradesh, or consider the rivers which are flowing through Himachal Pradesh. So they can ask you, they can give you states, and they can ask you that they can give you A, B, C, D rivers. How many of them are flowing through this state? Or they can give you one river and they can give you, okay, various states, 1, 2, 3, and they will say that this river is flowing through how many states. Like this they can give you. So states and rivers are also very important. States and rivers are also very important. Okay guys, after that you can see here, okay, what they can ask you is special features of rivers. Narmada, you can see Narmada, they have asked special features because these rivers, they flow through a rift valley. So as I told you, Luni River, Narmada River, these are special features rivers. So you can get question on that. Next, you can see question on transboundary river. As I told you, transboundary rivers is very, very famous in UPSC, transboundary rivers. Okay. See, which of the following rivers does not originate in India? So such kind of rivers can come. Okay. So guys, with this, I would like to end here. Again, I am saying that, okay, you have to restrict to the NCERTs. Do not go beyond that. And I am giving a list of reservoirs and important tributaries, and we are covering all the important map points in our map sessions. You can watch these sessions in the Lux series. The link is in the description. Even I have given my number also. You can contact me for the prelims guidance. So guys, if you like this approach of analysis of the PYQs, and if you want me to continue this theme based PYQ analysis, please do like this video. If I get 500 likes in this video, I'm going to continue like this for more themes in various other subjects also, whereas many are asking for economy, polity. So I'll be continuing with that. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.